So I'm Linda Burrell and I'm the Creative Director of Museum and the National Caribbean Heritage Museum. Today, Sous Chef invited me to cook a Caribbean celebratory meal. I'll be cooking oxtail, and today I'm joined by my Auntie Pat.
Lovely oxtail that you've got there. Traditionally in Caribbean food, I suppose you say washing it, but it's like sanitising it. So I'm just going to wash it using vinegar and lemon.
Do you know why traditionally we use lemon and vinegar?
You know, it could be that these foods are cooked in hot countries, so the meat could go off quicker. But because we're used to it, if you're cooking this for Caribbean, they want that flavour. When was the last time we cooked together?
Gosh, I think it's quite a few years ago now. When Grandma was still around and Daddy was still around.
Yeah.
Those big family parties. Because all of our family are spread all over the UK now, and Auntie Pat wanted to make sure that we all kept together. So even if we're all so busy across the country, we all have to get together. I don't have to, but we all like to get together at least once a year. We have a big summer family party. All of the Burrell side of the family, so my dad's side, my mum's side actually are good cooks as well, but the Burrell side are exceptional cooks. A teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of freshly ground black pepper, and then after that we need to add dried thyme. Then after that we need some allspice.
Allspice.
Now we've added the garlic, we can add the all-purpose seasoning. And then after that it is gravy browning. So you can either use gravy browning, Maggie's or dark soy sauce. So it depends on what you have in your cubby. Okay, and then after adding that and the brown sugar, we mix everything together. So now we've seasoned it, marinated it, we would cover it with cling film, put it in the fridge 8 hours or overnight, and then start cooking.
This is our lovely marinated oxtail. And once that's warm, we're going to brown this. Yeah, that's lovely.
So why do we brown it?
Browning it is for a lot of reasons. Number one, browning brings out the flavour, always brings out the flavour, and it seals it as well. Colour, flavour, texture, that's what browning's all about. You know, already you're getting that nice colour on it.
Oh wow, that looks lovely.
It does, and not nicely brown. And
normally at this point of cooking, when it gets a bit boring, it hurts my wrists. My mum doesn't cook, so I go, Mum, come and do this bit, and I walk away. It's quite hard.
Would you like me to do a little bit? Yeah. I'll do a little bit. From where we are, it does actually smell lovely, doesn't it? The actual brown in the cooking process is starting to make it smell quite lovely as well.
Now I've actually browned the oxtail, we're going to deglaze the pan, and you can use 2 to 3 tablespoons of stock, and that will get all the brown bits where all the flavour is up. You don't want to waste any of the flavour. Spent a lot of time getting the flavour in there, so. Okay, so we add everything else. Ah, this looks lovely.
And the Scotch bonnet, we're adding it whole.
And also it doesn't make it too spicy and peppery, because I don't like things. I like to have the flavour, but not too hot. I want to be able to enjoy what I'm eating.
So let's just put the browned oxtail back in. And to that, Linda, we add our stock. Tiny bit more liquid, I'd say.
About 2/3 of the way up.
Put the lid on. So we can actually cook that in the oven.
Wonderful. Let's do that. So we've got the oxtail now, just come out the oven, and you can see where the meat's come away from the bone, and it looks delicious, it really does. And so we're now going to add the butter beans, and we've drained the butter beans, so I got all of the water off there. Quick stir to bring it all together. Smells wonderful.
Really lovely. It's really good, and it is coming away from the bone as well, which is just how we want it.
How we like it, yeah. So another 5 minutes in the oven?
5 minutes in the oven.
And ready to set. Oh, look at that. The colour, the smell, the beans. This is what it's supposed to look like. Let's serve up. It looks delicious. We're quite hungry, so we're going to have a big portion. Obviously, you'd have all your rice and peas with this, so I don't need too much. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, yes. And this is my favourite Sunday lunch or dinner. Oxtail stew with butter beans. So for other recipes that would actually pair really well with this Caribbean Sunday fare that we've prepared today, go to Sous Chef's website and you'll find other recipes such as how to prepare hard food, coleslaw, one of my favourites, macaroni and cheese, and a nice Caribbean punch. Lots of hints and tips on there.